Hi, nice to meet you and welcome to Cece's channel. It's my first time to actually host this video in English, but I thought because we're having a new policy that is been implementing for Golden Visa in Portugal, I thought it's really good timing to actually introduce to some of our international clients or international friends. So we're very fortunate today having Dr. Carlos here to answer some of the very concerning questions, and without further ado, we're going to make an introduction to Carlos. Hello, Dr. Carlos.
Hi.
Today is 23rd of December 2020, and last year we're having a lot of impact on the Golden Visa, and there was a lot of concerns from a lot of people because the government recently, it was about 1 month ago or 2 months ago, that announced that they're going to really closing down on this restriction on Porto and Lisbon area.
Well,
for investment.
This has been announced from the beginning of this year in January. Okay, this has been announced from the beginning that the government will have the power to change the law of the Golden Visa, and this has been postponed from the beginning. And yesterday, just yesterday, 1 day ago, they just had a meeting with the ministries, and they just accomplished to make a date to implement the changes of the law that will start in 1st of July 2021.
So what is the restriction area, if people don't know?
Yeah, one thing important that I used to say to everybody is it's only changes on the law, and it's very important to headline that the law of the migration and the law of the Golden Visa will continue the same, and that they will implement only some restrictions to make the investments in Lisbon and Porto, and so far what we know, the coast area. We cannot specify for now exactly which areas and which coastal area that the government is talking about, because we don't have access yet to the documents that will show and let us know all the information.
We have 6 months time for our client to understand what the situation. So up until 2021, until July the 1st, they're free to purchase anything in Lisbon and Porto area, correct?
That's correct. We have until 1st of July 2021 for all the clients. They would wish to buy in Lisbon and Porto, and that's what they are doing so far, any place in Portugal, without any restrictions, without any change, with the same conditions, with the same requirements. The investors may want to buy in Lisbon and Porto, the big cities. They can still do it and get the Golden Visa. After 1st of July, we'll implement some changes. That changes, we can only have that information after we read the decree of the law that the government has announced yesterday that we don't have yet. And after that, we still have 6 months of graduation of some changes as well.
According to the news, there's a mention of a buffer period. And what is a buffer period?
It's what I just said right now. After July, after 1st of July, we'll have 6 months, and we'll have some graduation on implementing the change of the rules. We don't know yet. The minister yesterday was questioned. Until 1st of July, the conditions, requirements are exactly the same that we are using now for our clients and foreign investors, and the investors can buy any property anywhere, including Porto and Lisbon. After July, they will have a period of time of 6 months that the government was not clear yesterday, but we'll find out on the document, on the decree of the law that has been implemented, the change, what kind of conditions, what kind of restrictions, and if it will be, we don't know if it will be immediately for Lisbon and Porto. We don't know if it will be only for Lisbon and only for Porto. We don't know if people also would like to have after July to buy some property in these areas, and we have to be careful or not. If they will have the possibility, we don't know yet. We'll find out after we read carefully the decree that we'll get in the few weeks.
So it could possibly means they have pockets of area that's been restricting in the duration of the buffer time.
Yeah, that's correct. But this is only after July. Until July, I continue to say all the conditions and requirements are exactly the same. No restriction at all.
Okay. I would just like to kind of bring up like a news that we had before, which is, I don't know, you remember, like about the Airbnb restriction. Mm-hmm. Did they have something similar like this, which is like having a time limit and they release it by?
Well, this time the government was a little bit more carefully, because there was a lot of people complaining, and for one side it's good that we have the news now. We have many investors that like to apply for a golden visa, and were afraid to start the program at this moment.
Yeah.
And because of that, many people just cancel or just say that they are afraid not to get it. Even this week I have 3 or 4 clients asking me, can we finish on time? We have booked so many dates for this week and next week. But fortunately, we have at this moment and this time, the government announced with some time in advance that you can still do operating the golden visa until July. So we have time. We have 6 months without any restrictions. After that, we don't know exactly what will happen. We have to check and have access to the decree to be more specific.
Final questions. Can you elaborate a little bit of what people are saying on what is a coastal area?
It's also, I cannot tell you exactly. If we go to the word and to the sentence, coastal area will be all cities around the coast. But as I'm telling you before, there's a period of time, 6 months after 1st of July, graduation, probably they will implement gradually some areas to let the people to decide or choose, probably. But this is my personal opinion. We don't know yet what we're going to check on the decree, what kind of areas they are specific for the coast, until when, what's the limits, and we don't know exactly the requirements. So we have to wait for the decree to give more information.
Great, thank you very much for your time, and I hope that you enjoy following our program, talking about the Golden Visa. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment below and give us a follow, give us a like.